Hi guys, this is Diego Mangabeira, and on this video I'm going to talk to you about the craziest thing that you are feeling inside yourself. Maybe you are feeling crazy on this world, seeing a lot of things that does not make sense at all. Or you can feel it inside your work, in your job, or you want deep inside of you to connect spiritually, but you do not know how you can do that. So I'm going to talk about that you're not crazy. You're awakened to the new age of Aquarius on this video. So stay with us, that this content will be really great to you. Before we get started, I would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel. So just push the button right down and on this red button, okay, from subscription. And also, please ring the bell. So with the bell, you will receive all the content in first hand on your email, on your push notification, on your cell phone. And also, you might receive an email with the actual video that we are sharing here on the channel, right? If you're listening to us in other media, social media, please access www.youtube.com/Diego Mangabeira, all right? So the first thing that you would like to understand and to know and to discover is related to the situations. So if you feel really crazy inside yourself, deep inside of you, in your heart, in your soul, you feel a lot of disconnection between the situations, you're not alone at all right? So if you feel the situation in your work, on your family, maybe you were in the subway, you saw something that does not make sense. Even in the news, the mainstream media, all right, you see a lot of news that does not make sense at all. This is not related to where we are going, but it's related to the old stuff, to the old age, maybe related to violence, maybe related to people not thinking, not using reason, and just using emotions instead of studying, for example, emotional intelligence. So you kind of, oh man, this is not true, this is not the way I think, so you're not alone. So think about your situations right now, okay? The positive, the negative situations. It's not related to what's right or what's wrong, okay? The first proposition here is just to think about, to understand the situations. And maybe you already have. But one thing that I always share with my clients worldwide is related to the way you understand it. So grab a notepad, a notebook, and write it down, okay, all the situations that do not make any sense at all to you, okay? It could be related to financial statement, could be related to the relationships, could be related to, I don't know, the way you share the love with everybody. Maybe you are sharing the love, but people are not getting that. They are understanding subliminal messages, and they are not understanding you at all. So try to make that exercise, okay? Because on the four new strategies that I'm going to share on this video, I'm going to talk about really deeply inside of them, and you need to make this exercise prior everything that I'm going to share. So if you understand your situations, you feel more confident to go forward because you're not crazy, okay? You are just in a next level, okay? You are in the upper level that everybody is already, okay? So you might feel disconnected with the world, but you feel connected deep inside yourself. The second part that I'm going to share is related to the people, okay? And we understand people, we can start with our family. There was a great psychologist, and in the academics, we study a lot in psychology. His name was Erik Erikson, and he made a great effort to understand what is the connection between our social groups and our development. And we understand our childhood, our teenage age, okay, and also adult, and when we pass away, we can understand which kind of groups made a lot of influence inside our life. And that's good even today, because we today know that the family, okay, what we receive as a message, vibration, electromagnetic field vibration, okay? Everything that's connected to your family, deep inside of you, even in your subconscious mind, make a lot of sense. And maybe this is related to a negative limiting beliefs, for example, all right? So if you are analyzing your family, okay, your parents, your brother, your sister, your uncles, your aunts, grandmas, grandpas, also your relatives, okay, that you have. Even so, I don't know how is your family, okay, grounded, but there are people who has a big family, there are people who has a small family, okay? It differentiates from each one. Anyway, but if we go wider, we can understand our friends, our colleagues, our co-workers. If you have a partner inside your business, your partnership, so you understand the influence from each one. And when you understand that you are crazy, that you are thinking too much about a lot of things that people do not talk about, do not argue about, do not discuss about, you feel like you are the black sheep in the family, black sheep in your friendship. You feel disconnected with everybody. So if you're feeling that way, you are good in the right place, okay? You are awakened, okay? You can see a lot of things. And even inside our academy, okay, I'm going to invite you, we have a lot of courses, a lot of trainings inside our Mind Alchemy Academy to awake yourself in your mind, your spiritual side, or even your emotions, okay? We teach that worldwide. We can understand that there's a lot of people that are receiving this calling inside themselves. It's like, I do not know how I'm going to do that, but I can understand that the people all around me, they do not understand me, okay? And in the past, we can receive that message on those places that the crazy ones were medicated, all right? The young age of psychology that we have electroshock in the patients. We had a lot of medicine, taking a lot of pills just to control the emotions. And we know today that's not part of our development. Maybe that person with schizophrenia, okay, sorry, schizophrenia, has a lot of gifts, mental gifts, spiritual gifts, and the people all around him or her did not understand it, okay? So if you're feeling that inside of you, maybe you're an introverted person, and that's okay. You are feeling more connected, more sensitive about what's going on, but the people do not understand. If you feel that way, it's okay. You are awakened to the new age of Aquarius. The third part is related to your education, personal development. You tend to invest more in courses, in audio, online courses, also in lectures. Maybe you travel worldwide just to take some lesson from a guru or a spiritual master. Because deep inside of yourself, you feel that I need to connect with the true people that understand me, okay? It's like a calling. It's like a connection, okay, that you feel inside of you, and this is related to what I'm talking about in this video. If you feel that way, it's fine. It's really important that you invest more time, more money, invest more resources on that development, because we know today people that invest more money in personal development, in education, then tend to have more financial freedom sooner than the other people, because they understand that the law, okay, of give and receive is like in the old Egypt, for example, 30,000 years ago, 100,000 years ago, we have the Hermetic laws, and today we understand, we study a lot here inside the academy about this, because we know that we have the extremes that we call the polarities. So polarities, you might have heard this about the yin yang, all right, in China. It's related to the Tao, okay? But we can understand as good, bad, black, white. We can understand sun, moon, all right? And we have the polarities. We can see that in politics. We can see that in economics. We can see that in social groups. But we understand, as we are living in a different world, that we have the principle of the rhythm, okay? Everything is motion, everything is rhythm. We tend to believe only in one way, but that's not the way the universe receives that message, okay? Because the universe is motion, is rhythm. Deep inside of you, you need to understand that deep inside of you, you are grabbing more information just to understand how should I use the law of attraction? How should I attract what the universe brings to me every day? Or if you call it as God, how can God help me today? All right? It's just up to you. It's related to your deep understanding, your deep investment that you do in yourself. And people who feel they are crazy enough to do a different thing in the world, okay? They tend to do that. They tend to invest more money. And also, they tend to think differently from everybody. That's why you feel that you're disconnected with the world. But in the other part, in the counterpart, you are awakened. And this is really important. And when you are awakened, you have this mastery inside of you, this concept that's really old. Okay? When we go to the old civilizations, to the archaeological groups, and also to the academy, we can understand that the Atlantis, Lemuria, Sumerians, and also the old civilization that we had in the past, and we need to go to grab really good information, we see that we have that inside of us, this meaning of mastery that's related to humbleness, humility. So you could have more information, but you are humble enough to understand that I'm not as good as you, okay? I'm not bigger than you. I'm not higher than you, okay? I'm humble enough to understand that you are in different spiritual evolution and I'm in a different spiritual evolution, okay? That's not what people understand. They sometimes have this pride, this envy inside of themselves, just to want to share that I know too much. I need to be too much to everybody. Okay, the true master, and if we analyze the true masters on mankind, they do not need it to speak that they were bigger or they are good learners, okay, or they know a lot. If you understand what I'm talking about, this is you, all right? You are prepared. The fourth part is related to your spiritual connection. And when we understand that spiritual connection is independently from your religion, okay? Because when we understand the true meaning of the word spiritual, it came from the old Latin, okay? Even in English, spiritual came from Latin, inspirare, that means breathing, okay? But this word in Latin came from the old Indo-European languages, okay, in etymology that's related to the study of the languages. And we are going to the old Himalayas, okay, to the Sanskrit, related to the word Atman, that's related to the breath of life, that's related to what you are doing with your life, to the flame inside your heart. This is true spirituality. It's not related to spirit, it's not related with religions. Religions are a form to help you on your way, okay? So if you want to use the word God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, the great master of the universe, multiverse, Zoroaster, Confucius, I don't know, there are a lot of religions. Okay, Jehovah in Jewish. Anyway, or even in African religions, that we have a lot of connections between Oshala, for example, this is a true word that we would call Jesus or even God. Okay, it's related to what you have your connection, the way you have your connection, not related to it's good or bad. Okay. It's related to your spiritual connection. And when we have this craziest one that you're feeling right now, you're awakened to understand that your spiritual connections connect not with outside of you, or even to a great spirit that lives in the universe, but it connects deep inside of you, of whom you are. It's really important that, because when we see that in people, we can understand that the people is prepared to understand a lot of concepts that are really that really evolves the way we are doing things. We understand the light. We understand the way prosperity works. We understand the love, not my love or your love, not related to relationship love. It's related to the love, the true energy that we have, the universe. I'm going to use the word universe, okay? When we understand the universe deep inside ourselves, we can understand the science and spirituality union that we have today. It's like a marriage. We can understand that as human beings, we're not here as a coincidence, okay? You have something inside of you. And when you meditate, when you pray, when you have your connection with nature, when you are taking shower in something you do, you close your eyes, you feel the water, you can understand yourself. When you're talking to people that understands you, feel this deep connection inside of you that you do not feel hunger or even thirsty. You are not thirsty at all, okay? You feel that this energy, it's like the sun, okay? You receive the sun inside yourself, but the sun is inside of me. This is really hard when we're going to talk to people that do not understand it, because sometimes they will mock you, they will make a lot of jokes about you, okay? So you're in the right place. You're not crazy at all. You are feeling, you are living your life the way it might be lived by everybody, all right? That's why we understand that we are a small part of the world, but we are getting bigger, all right? We cannot stop the sun to rise. And that's one thing we need to do, not only with ourselves, but to everybody. Just to spread that message, to spread love, to spread prosperity, to spread who we are, okay, the light that we have inside of us, and to share that with more people. The fifth part is related to the purpose, okay? And one single message that I'm going to share with you is just to avoid you to be naive about purpose. Because there are a lot of gurus, there are a lot of videos that you might see about purpose that's more related to the self-help, okay, or self-help something, okay, that will not help you at all. Because when we understand that the purpose is related to who you are, sometimes you will not work with who you are, with what you do good, all right? Sometimes, let's make an example. You are a lawyer and you are going to help people in cooking because you like to cook on your house. But you do not have that opportunity to help a lot, okay, because of your time or because you don't have the financial resources, okay? But that's one dream that you have, all right? It's really important that the purpose is not does not become just a thing that is imaginary, okay, just in your imagination. And there are a lot of people that just believe in purpose in imagination terms. It's really good and really important to be grounded. And when I mean ground, it's just to put your feet on the ground, all right? I'm not saying that you do not need to have dreams. I'm just telling you that you might be really reasonable of who you are and what you can do right now. Because most of people, they have goals, but they not achieve their goals. Why? Why is that? Because they tend to create bigger goals that they can't make that happen right now. But what about the micro goals, okay? Instead of the micro goals and instead of the macro goals. Okay, you need to understand that to gain 1 million, for example, to receive $1 million, 1 million your currency, you need to receive 1, then 10, then 20, 30, 100, and so forth. It's really important that part, because sometimes we tend to be really spiritual about what is purpose. Purpose is everywhere. You need to fulfill your purpose. But I will be lying to you that you get the results that you might have or might want to your life. It's really important that we do not stay child. We need to grow ourselves, okay? There's a metaphor that I always use with my clients worldwide, that when you were a child, okay, when you were a child, you had a lot of clothes, okay, small clothes, and you're an adult right now. But these clothes do not fit right now, okay, because they're smaller. They do not fit on my fingers, right? You understand that? The same thing is related to your thoughts, to your emotions, to your spirituality. Okay, you need to grow. You need to grow in your ideas, and not to be this kind of person that still is a unbalanced person, okay? Because you tend to be like water, floating, and do not stay on the ground, on a solid ground, on a stable ground. And that impacts your wage, your salary, your passive income, the way you treat others, okay? You could be a person emotionally affected by everything. So if a person say something, you might be angry with him or with her, or hateful with him or with her, because of anything, because you are not on the ground, okay? Grab that message, it's really important, because if you are awakened, and you are, okay, you do not need to waste more time just having these dreams. You need to make them true today, as simpler it might be. So to wrap it up, what we talked today, I talked about your situations. Pay attention, because the situations might describe that you are in the 5th dimension, on the new age of Aquarius, and people will not understand that. The second one is related to the people, okay? So you have 2 options now, to approach more positive people with good vibration and to stay away from the old ones. And I'm not saying that will be easy or hard, okay? It's the way it is, okay? The third part was related to the personal development, to education. So invest more time, more money on that part of your life. The fourth part was related to the spiritual connection that you have. And the 5th part is related to the purpose, the true purpose that makes an impact in the world, that you bring from the subconscious or even unconscious mind to the conscious mind, and you stay on the ground just to make it fit, to make it happen today. All right? So I hope you liked this video, all right? And please like this video and share with your friends, share with your family that needs to understand that you're not crazy at all, but they're awakened on this new age. They want something new, light, prosperity, abundance, love to everybody. And also, please subscribe to the channel if you didn't make that so, and also ring the bell. It's really important just to receive the new messages, the new videos, that we have this on the channel. And if you're listening to us in other media, please come to the YouTube, youtube.com/Diego Mangabeira, all right? If you're interested in your courses, in your trainings, in Mind Alchemy Academy, please shoot a comment here below that we might reach you still today, all right? Light and prosperity to you. Have a great day. Have a great time. Thank you a lot. Bye-bye. Take care.